Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Vijender Singh Tawar, Associate Professor in English, and at present, I have been posted at Government College Kudha in the Jammu district. In the series of video lecture which is being prepared by me, today's video lecture is for the students of class BA Part 2nd, subject English Literature, paper first. And in this video, we are going to talk about the explanation of Arun Kolhatkar's famous poem, Chaitanya. As you know, this is the third poem of Arun, which is in our syllabus. So first of all, let us know something about Arun Kolhatkar. Arun Kolhatkar, as the name indicates, is an Indian. He was born in 1932 in Maharashtra, a state in India, and he died in 2004. His mother tongue is Marathi, and he also uses English as a means of communication for composing his poems. So we can say he is a bilingual poet, and he has written poetry in his mother tongue as well as in English. But the noticeable thing about him is that he has achieved popularity and distinguished himself in both the languages. That is, the Marathi people also love him, and Indo-England readers also like his poems. His contribution to Indo-England poetry is quite considerable. Means he has written large number of poems. He is not a prolific writer, but he has written many poems. It is on the strength of that contribution that he is now regarded as one of the dozen or so major Indo-Anglian poets. His two poems, particularly The Boat Ride and Jejuri, which are actually collection of short poems or sequence, are very popular. Jejuri actually is the name of a place which is a pilgrim place, holy place, and people of Maharashtra and also people from all over India visit that place out of their faith and religion, as there is situated the temple of Khandoba. And this Jejuri is also the name of the poem by Arun Kolatkar. It is a long poem. It has many sections or parts, and we have done two sections already, so we can understand that how popular this poem is. He published this poem in 1976. When this poem came out, it made him so popular that he was given the Commonwealth Prize for Poetry in 1977. His poem Jejuri as well as The Boat Ride has small poems. It's an anthology of, you can say, anthology of small poems. And all these small poems are pensive in mood and they are realistic in nature. He has expressed his views regarding religion, religious faith, about people who visit there in a very candid manner. The poem entitled Chaitanya, it has been taken from that sequence of 31 sections of Jejuri. The poet has based this poem on a popular legend about Chaitanya. Chaitanya is a well-known name. He was a great saint of India. Religious books tell us that he was a godly person. He undertook journey on foot to the sirens of the country. That is, he was born in Bengal, Chaitanya, and later on he was known by the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He visited almost all the religious places of India, and he also visited Jejuri. He was a devotee of Lord Krishna. Kolatkar writes in this poem that Chaitanya declared that the stones of Jejuri were as sweet as grapes. Means there are many cities in India which are famous for temples and for their number of temples. For example, Varanasi in UP, where there are so many temples. In the same way, in Jejuri, there are many temples. And this thing is taken care of by our poet. And he has stated it, though in a sarcastic manner, he has he has stated or has made fun of the blind faith of the people. He has a different ideology. We will take when we will discuss the poem. But the idea, which is the central idea in the poem, which is stated by the poet, is while eating grapes, we spit out the seed. Means we do not eat seed, we throw it out. In the present case, that is in this poem, Chaitanya put a piece of stone in his mouth when he was paying his visit at Jejuri. When he spat it out of his mouth, it became as holy as goats. The idea is that the very stones of Jejuri are as holy that each stone has in it the power and the energy to split itself into a large number of gods. Because in Jejuri there are many temples of various gods related to Khandova, this way or that way. And each stone at Jejuri being sacred, it can give rise to a number of gods. Because people can worship any god, there are numerous gods in Hindu mythology, so they can be stated that a new god can be created by any stone of Jejuri. Now, as far as this poem is concerned, as we can see, this poem is a very short poem of just 6 lines. The poet has used very simple language, ordinary language, which is normally used by ordinary person. While composing this poem, he says, he begins the poem with a simile. He says, sweet as grapes are the stone of Jejuri, said Chaitanya. First of all, we should keep in mind, Jejuri is the name of a place. It is situated in Maharashtra, near the southwest of Pune, and it is famous for its temples. There are many temples. There are numerous temples in that place. So the poet says, compares those stones with grapes. He says they are as sweet as grapes. The stones of Jejuri are very sweet. And it is not an ordinary statement or stated by ordinary man, but this fact was revealed by the famous saint of India, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said this, he avowed it after visiting Jejuri. And he also tells us, he further says, he popped a stone. Popped means put suddenly or dropped some in the mouth. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dropped a stone in his mouth. And when he spat it out. Spat it out means sent out from the mouth. It no, came out not only a stone, but it was a image of God. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a great Bengali saint of 15th century, and many followers or believers believe that he was the incarnation of Lord Krishna. So in these 6 lines, the poet has stated, just if we go by the surface meaning, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited this place, that is Jejuri, and after visiting the place, he made a statement. The statement was, or stated that the stones of Jejuri are as sweet as the grapes we ordinarily eat. And it is a natural thing that when we eat grapes, we do not eat the seeds in the grapes. We throw them out. When we throw out the seed, they remain seed. They can take taken by the earth and new, you can say, new creepers can grow. In the same way, what the poet wants to say, that the stone of Jejuri are as honorable, respectable, or full of reverence, that when we touch any stone, we can feel that this can be used in making of a god or goddesses. That is why he said that he poked a stone in his mouth and spat out gods, that he dropped or put suddenly a stone in his mouth, and when he threw it out, it gave the image of God. The idea is the people believe that each particle, each atom of the stones of Jejuri are as reverence or reverable as God, because any stone can be used in making a new God. That is why the poet says that Jejuri is a place where every stone has the capacity of becoming a God. Thank you very